The other day, I was at the store grabbing some pasta for dinner. You know, I've started trying to cook more, and I figured it'd be a good thing to start with. I can ease into having to take care of myself like a real adult. I was looking for some linguine, and all I could find was spaghetti, which I didn't want because making spaghetti just makes me feel like a single mom who's totally over having to feed her kids. So I was searching and searching, literally pulling out boxes to see if there was any linguine hiding in the back. And I was about to give up and ask someone who works there if they knew where the linguine was, but when I looked up to find someone, well, there was Ian. It's been like a whole year since I've seen him, and he was just examining the olive oil a few yards away. I freaked out just a little bit. I thought about calling someone, but I calmed myself down. I feel like it would have just made me more upset to talk to someone about it in that moment. I don't want this to keep being a big deal. Like, if I can't walk around my neighborhood grocery store because I'll break down the second I see him, then I'm the problem, right? At a certain point, I need to take responsibility for how dramatic I've made this whole situation. Because lately, honestly, I've been trying to figure out if I've just been overreacting. A relationship can be toxic without the people themselves being abusive, right? And it's unfair to throw that word around. I mean, after a year of being together, I was definitely ready to break up, but it's not like I had any bruises or scars or my life was ruined or anything. And I feel like I've been making these big allegations when maybe it's just been a really long time and I'm blowing things out of proportion. I keep trying to reach back into my mind and pull out some crystal clear, irrevocably true memory. Something I could hold in my hands and say for sure, this is what happened. I don't have enough evidence to investigate anything. I can't get answers about something that doesn't exist anymore. Every time I think back now, I'm just remembering a memory. I'm creating this echo chamber of my own perspective, and if I think about the past, I get further and further away from it. The me and Ian that live in my head are barely stick figures now. They're bastardizations of the human form. They're my little puppets that I used to play. I'm the victim. Who am I to say that I'm getting any of this right? I didn't think much of our relationship for a long time. I knew that we fought and he would get angry and I was miserable, but even for months after we broke up, that's all it was. Your classic bad ex. The real trouble came when I told people about him. Having to say everything out loud, I feel like it changed something in me. If someone hears about your past and they say the word abusive and you find yourself agreeing with them, you can't go back on that. I had to keep thinking about everything through that lens. And now I don't think I'm capable of remembering it any other way. And seeing Ian today, I mean, he was clearly avoiding me. He was bent over, really looking at the olive oil, and I know for a fact that he could not tell you a single difference between any of those bottles. He was avoiding me, which was never how I imagined it. I thought if I saw him again, he'd say hi, and I'd either tell him straight to his face, never to treat anyone like that again, or more likely, I'd mumble hello and run away. But he almost looked scared of me. Like what he was always saying about how I use my emotions as an excuse to overreact and make him seem like the bad guy was all true. At least for him, and if it's true to him, who's to say that's not the truth? God knows I don't know what's real anymore. I blocked him on everything about 6 months ago. Finally. Deleted all my pictures of him too. I'd forgotten how kind he looks. I can see why I trusted him. I mean, he honestly looks like a baby. He's got the whole chubby cheeks and big eyes thing going, and he'd gotten a haircut. I always liked him better with his hair a little shorter, as controlling as that may sound. I almost said hi when I saw his face, even just the profile. I must sound crazy saying I wanted to talk after everything I've done to distance myself from him. Maybe I am crazy, because I miss him. God, I was scared to say that out loud. When I look back, it's like the only thing I can think of is the bad stuff. But there were moments when it was like he was the only other person in the whole world. And I like having more people around me than just him, but when you're not alone in the world with somebody, it's kind of like you're still alone, no matter how many friends you have. For just a moment in that store, it was like the old days. There was something between us that was secret, unspoken, something other people wouldn't understand. And it felt so good.